Today we're looking at the performance tool W83130 anodized aluminum fuel line disconnect. I've used a lot of plastic keys for these spring lock couplings. This one is metal, small, and meant for repeated use. You'll find a link to purchase this and other models at a discount in the description below the video. You can place your order right now. I want to be upfront that this is a screencast overview. I can't show fresh footage of the tool in hand today, so I'll walk you through how it works, where it helps, and where it doesn't.
Did you know that the best discounts on Amazon last only a few hours? That's why I launched 2 channels where I publish the highest discounts on Amazon products in real time every day. Follow the link in the description and subscribe to our Threads and Telegram channels right now to consistently save money on your everyday purchases.
This tool is built for Ford and GM fuel systems from the early 1990s to current models that still use spring lock style quick disconnects on 5/16" and 3/8" lines. Think fuel filter replacements on older F-150s, Silverados, and many EFI setups with metal hard lines into a canister filter. The idea is simple. There's a garter spring inside the female fitting that grips a flare on the male tube. The tool slides into the gap, pushes the spring open, and the line separates. Build quality is the reason to pick this one over a disposable plastic ring. The W83130 is anodized aluminum. It doesn't flex, it doesn't round off after a few sticky couplings, and it keeps its edge. The profile is thin with a slight chamfer that helps it slip under the lip of the connector. It's small enough to keep in a pocket of a roll-up pouch. If you've fought a rusty frame rail filter, you know leverage isn't the point. A clean, square push is. Before using it, relieve fuel pressure. Pull the fuel pump fuse and crank briefly, or use the Schrader valve on the rail if you have one. Wear eye protection and gloves. Fuel will drip. Clean the fitting first. Spray a bit of penetrant and brush away dirt. Grit is what stops the tool from sliding in and what wrecks the spring. Rotate the fitting to find the most open path for the tool. Slide the W83130 toward the female side until it bottoms. Keep the tool pressed while you pull the line apart. If it won't move, don't pry with the line. Push the 2 halves together slightly, reseat the tool, and try again. That tiny reset often frees a hung spring. Work around the circumference by twisting the fitting and keeping pressure on the tool. When it pops, cap both sides to keep debris out. On reassembly, a dab of light oil on the male tube helps the spring click over cleanly. Tug to confirm engagement. Compatibility matters. This tool is for spring lock fuel fittings common on Ford and GM from 1990 onward. It isn't for late model plastic push connects with gray or green tabs. It isn't for Chrysler's quick connects that need a horseshoe clip. It won't open AC line spring couplers. Those need an AC set with different diameters. It also won't help with nylon barb connectors used on returnless modules. If your vehicle uses those, you need the specific release sleeve set. Access is the biggest headache with frame rail filters. There's often a heat shield or a gravel guard. The small footprint helps you get between the filter body and the line nut without removing brackets. On top of tank modules, space is tighter. You'll need to push the tool by feel, and aluminum helps because it stays true when you're working blind. In salt states, light scoring on the tube lip can catch the spring. Rotating while pushing the tool can work it past the burr, but if the lip is chewed up, expect a fight. Durability is solid. Aluminum beats plastic for repeat jobs, and the anodized finish resists corrosion in a fuel mist environment. You can wipe it clean and it doesn't swell. Over time, the edge can pick up small nicks. If that happens, a few passes with a fine file restore the chamfer. This is not a consumable in the same way the plastic rings are. There are limits. It's a single-purpose piece. You still need separate disconnects for AC, transmission cooler lines, and modern push fits. If you only service a car or 2 with plastic tabs, this may sit unused. Also, if your fuel line is excessively deformed or the spring is crushed from previous attempts, no disconnect tool will save it. You'll need to replace the fitting. In use, the advantage is consistency. With plastic tools, you get flex and the leading edge deforms and rides over the spring. Here, you get a square push every time. On a stubborn Ford canister filter, that's the difference between 5 minutes and an hour. The small size also means you can spin it around the tube without removing nearby clamps. For a DIYer who does filters, rails, and module swaps on Ford and GM platforms, it earns a place in the drawer. If you're deciding between this and a mixed plastic set, choose this if your work is mostly Ford and GM with spring locks and you value a tool that survives Rust Belt reality. Choose a universal multi-size kit if you bounce between brands and need AC and transmission tools too. For mobile techs, the metal body is a win because it keeps working after being tossed in a truck bin. That's the rundown. If you found this helpful, subscribe to the channel and hit like so more people can see it.